Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be my personal top 10 mods that I really just can't live without. These are the mods that I install in every single game save I play, unless I have some sort of rule set up for myself where I'm not allowed to use them, such as on my Michigan Farm series where I'm only allowed to use certain mods. But other than that, if I'm going to play just by myself or I'm going to play basically any series, I'm going to install at least these 10 mods every single time. Now I will note, not all of these are for all platforms, and I'll mention which ones are which, but I will say this. Half of these guys actually are for all platforms, so regardless of whether or not you're on console or PC, you'll definitely get something out of this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at, again, the top 10 mods that I don't think that I could live without if they weren't on Farming Simulator 22. Alright, for number 1, and these are in no particular order I should note as well, is the Better Time Scale mod. This is by Raz Kajedson. I'm probably saying that wrong, I apologize. 13 kilobytes to download. This is for only PC and Mac players, so console players, unfortunately, this one's not going to be available for you. But this one, what this allows you to do is adjust the time scale or how fast the game goes pretty quick. So I like this because I can fast forward nights really quick, or I can just fast forward kind of as I wish. So if you look up in the upper right hand corner, you can see we're at half times. If I hit the 8 key on PC, I can go to 1, then 2, then 3, 4, or excuse me, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30, 60, 120, and 360. So this is where you normally have to stop. Now you can fast forward through a night by sleeping, but what if you want to fast forward through a day? Again, you can still sleep if you'd really like to, but I like to use this a little bit better because I think it just kind of adds a little bit more ability to kind of control it a little bit more. And you can even go really quick, and honestly quicker than you would be able to go sleeping. So it allows you to go a lot quicker. So 360 is where you typically stop, but this one will move you up to 500, 1,000, 5,000, and then 25,000, which you can see how quick we've just cooked through an entire day just like that. So that is what I typically use to fast forward time when I play my game saves and stuff like that, just because I think it speeds it up really quickly and makes it really easy to do just by hitting a couple of keys on the keyboard. So there you guys go. That is the Better Time Scale by Raz Kajedson. All right, for number 2, this is the ELO Scorpio 710 Stone Picker by Black Sheep Modding. This is 7.41 megabytes to download for all platforms. Now, I wanted to go over this one earlier on in the video because some of you guys don't run stones anyway, so you're not going to care about this. And I try to run stones on some of my game saves if I'm going to, and even if I don't get stones turned on, I feel like I still install this mod every time. But this stone picker is way larger than the base game ones. This gives you a 9.5 meter working width. Still has a 2,500 liter capacity, but it only costs you $64,000 and only requires 170 horsepower. So I like this because it allows you to get your fields done a lot faster. If you get 2 or 3 of these going, I mean, that gets you about, what, 20, 30 meter width there if you have 2 or 3 of these guys rolling at a time. So you're gonna get your stone picking done a lot faster. So if you are someone who does like to play the stones, this is something you absolutely have to have. And again, you can use this on console. It's for all platforms. So this is a really good stone picker if you're gonna run stones in Farming Simulator 22. But there you guys go. That's the ELO Scorpio 710 Stone Picker by Black Sheep Modding. All right, for number 3, this is the Player Speed mod. This allows you to speed up or slow down as needed a lot easier. This is 11 kilobytes to download by TurboStar. This is for PC and Mac players only, unfortunately, but if you look in the upper left-hand corner, it says player speed, decrease speed there, and increase speed on there as well. And also at the bottom, it says player speed is standard speed. So I'm walking and running at the standard speed. If I hit V, I can actually slow myself to 0.7, 0.5, 0.2. So if I really wanted to move, like, for example, moving pallets around or something like this, this makes it a really easy thing to do at this low speed here. And then I also can bump it up to, well, 0.5, set, 0.7, back up to standard, times 3, which is pretty good. I use a lot of map tours. And again, if you run, it's proportional. 8, running at times 8, running at times 15, and then running at times 20. So there you go. This is usually the speed I do some of my flyovers out on maps because it is super quick. Now, you do have some issues if you're running the hills and stuff like that. You can see we slowed down quite a bit. But regardless of that, this mod makes it really easy to get around a map anywhere. And again, you can just use a key to move it around as you want to. So if you move it up to 20, you can bump it back down wherever you want to be. So 3 times is where I normally use it, just because that's just a quick way to run over to a vehicle or something like that, just to save me a little bit of time. But there you guys go. That is the Player Speed mod by TurboStar. All right, for number 4, we have the Lizard Subsoiler 6MT/9MT by Black Sheep Modding. Black Sheep Modding's in here a couple times. That's craziness there. This is 3.97 megabytes to download for all platforms. So again, you can use this one on consoles if you'd like to. Basically, this is a subsoiler or plow that has a plow function, so it allows you to create fields. It allows you to take away the plowing state in terms of your yield and stuff like that. The one you see before you is a 9 meter working width at $19,000. There's also a 6 meter one available as well. They don't require a lot of horsepower. They do say they require a lot, but they actually don't really. You can use them. And you can also run these guys backwards to use almost no horsepower, require almost no horsepower. The reason I like these is because, well, one, it's kind of a rectangular or squared off shape for a plow. So when you're creating new fields, it makes it really easy to do that. So, since I usually use these oftentimes on maps like No Man's Land and stuff like that, where I want to create my own fields and build my own farm from scratch, these are really just kind of perfect for that. But even then, if you just want to use a normal shaped plow that has a 9-meter working width, which is pretty good, and runs at a pretty good speed as well, this is a really good plow to use. So there you guys go. That's the Lizard Subsoiler 6MT 9MT by Black Sheep Modding. All right, for number 5, we have the Store Deliveries mod. This is by Viper GTS 96, 60 kilobytes to download for PC and Mac players only, so sorry console players. But what this script mod does is it allows you to kind of deliver stuff wherever you need it to go for an extra 2.5% fee on top of it. So if I go ahead and set it right there, which is what I just did, I can go in here and let's say I wanted to buy a tractor. I'll just buy this little guy right here. Yep, let's go in there, buy that guy. Boom, buy him. And there he is. He's right where I set the store delivery trigger to be. And you can see delivery costs $192, which is 2.5% of the cost, which is not too bad, to be honest. And so, again, you can deliver pallets or anything in the store this way, which makes it a really good mod, especially if you're like, oh, I need just a pallet of seeds or whatever you may need. You can have it delivered right to your farm. Or if you don't want to have to drive to the store, which might be across the map on whatever map you're playing on, you can do that as well. You also can set this to be at your farm, and then you can reset vehicles that are at your farm, so that way they don't reset back to the store and you have to drive them back to your farm that way. So again, there's a lot of really good uses for the Store Deliveries mod, so make sure you guys go check it out. Again, it's by Viper GTS 96. All right, for number 6, the Farm Production Pack by Omatana, 43.09 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is an incredible production mod that I think is extremely underrated. This is probably, honestly, one of the most underrated mods on the Mod Hub. This is one of my favorite mods by Omatana, and I install this every time because of how I like to play my games. I like to play in a kind of a start from scratch mode or build up from nothing mode usually, and these factories kind of allow you to do that. So if we take a look here, not only do they add some extra products, they allow you to do all the products in base game, or pretty much all of them, not all of them I guess I should say, but pretty much all of them. If we go to production, factories, and build mode here, we have these 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 ones here. So it's 6, 5. These 5 factories here, which I'll show you what they do, but they have a lot of good productions. Only 50,000 to buy. So again, you can set them up on your farm pretty easily. But then the big ones that I use all the time are these little $10,000 guys here. So you see this one we have will allow you to do stuff with beets, soy, potatoes, sorghum, and barley, and make different products here. And then we have this guy again that's going to be just a different design. It's going to do the same thing. This guy's going to do the same thing. Then we have another set of them over here that's going to be kind of your bakery style, which these 3 all do the bakery style, which I think, I'm not sure what this one is. So let's actually just delete that. This is worth taking a look at here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to make sure I place one from each category here. Then again, we have the bakery one, and it doesn't matter what design I use here. And then after the bakery one, we move on to kind of like the dairy style one, which I'm going to put one of those down. And then we have, again, one for each of those. And then we have the fruits production here, which I'm going to put one of these guys down. So a couple of fruits ones. And then we have kind of the oil production here, which we're running into my next mods. Let's stay over this way here if we can. So again, we have one for each of those. And then finally, we have cereals at the end there. So 6 different little ones. $10,000 is all it takes to buy these guys, which is really incredible. So now if we actually hop out of here, take a look in the production menu. That main farm production barn is going to make your French fries, and all those 5 big ones are going to make these. French fries, premium potatoes, spaghetti, tomato sauce, mixed salad, oat drink, oatmeal, popcorn, soybeans drink, strawberry ice cream, wheat flour, barley flour, sugar beet sugar, bread, cake, raisins, grape juice, sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, cereal, butter, cheese. And then if we move on to the smaller ones are going to have these sets here, which you can take a look at through here, which is pretty sweet. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about all these because this is a top 10 mods video here. But I wanted to give you guys just a quick look at this, and you will make profit off of all of these products here. And again, there are some sell points that are also added into this mod as well. I should note that. But yeah, just a quick overview for you there. That is the Farm Production Pack by Omatana, a must-have mod on any game save, in my opinion. All right, and moving on from there to number 7, this is By Production Input by Ria Modding. This is 11 kilobytes to download for PC and Mac players only. This works really good if you're trying to do kind of just test out some products and stuff like that, or you don't want to buy a specific production input. What I mean by that, let's say if I go to eggs, it shouldn't go anywhere there, but yeah. I haven't had any issues with the mod, so of course it'll give me issues in the video, but yeah, there we go. See, the eggs are staying there. I'm not sure what's going on with the other one up there. But there you go, 4,000 liters of eggs in there. You can keep buying it. It'll keep doubling the price or doubling the amount you get. So 4,000 liters there. If I click it again, it'll be 8,000 and so on and so forth. You can buy whatever you want in terms of that. So it makes it really easy to get the products that you may not necessarily want to produce yourself. You do have to pay a premium for them, so just be aware of that. You're not gonna get them for basically cost or anything like that. But it is a really nice way to be able to run your productions a little bit easier if you don't have all the inputs or all the production inputs that you want. So there you guys go. That is the buy production input by Modding. All right, for number 8, we have the TLX Phoenix series by 82 Studio, 108.65 megabytes to download. Here's one for you console players as well. This is available for all platforms. The reason I like this truck so much is there's so many customizations, so you can build it however you want, and the interchangeable backs on this are pretty much priceless in my opinion. So again, out here I have the pallet auto load, which we can take a look at here in a second. But yeah, let's actually just hop in the store and take a look at this guy. So in this pack, you have several different configurations here. These ones are going to be a little bit louder with the noise there. And again, you got this truck right here. There's tons of trucks in here, but then the backs are, if you go into, I mean, any one of these trucks here, and you change this to, you can, first off, you can go through different, you can see different semi-attachers in the back there. But if you change it to the rigid, it will attach to all these backs over here. So we have this guy right here, which you can be either a 21,000 liter, basically bulk trailer sort of thing, where you can do any of these things with it, or you can set it to unrealistic 82,000 liters. This one, 18,200 to 182,000 liters. This one's a log back, and then you also have a couple of different dolly style things in here. We have an auto load bale trailer. We have an auto load pallet trailer, up to 250,000 liters of all of these different products. It doesn't work with a lot of modded products is what I have noticed, but it does do all the base game stuff. And you can see actually here it is picking up all these modded ones. So it may have been updated since I've last used it extensively. Then we have for mini bales, and then we also have a, this one I believe does feed mixing, is my understanding. As well, but or no, it's an auger wagon. So there you go, auger wagon back there. But there's a lot of different configurations for it. I haven't used this one a ton. I use this one a lot, and I also use this one and this one a lot, just because those are really high capacity tippers and tanks there for you. But there you go. That is the TLX Phoenix series by 82 Studio, a really good truck for any farm to have. So make sure you guys go check it out. And as we move on to number 9, this is Easy Development Controls by GTX. And I do have a video out on this, which hopefully a card will pop up on your screen right now, or down below in the description, I'll put a link to the video as well on how to use this mod and all the things it can do. This is 0.31 megabytes to download. It's for PC and Mac players only, unfortunately, but this allows you to, well, there's a lot of neat functions through all the menus in here. You open it by hitting F12, but I'll just kind of talk about some of the functions in here that I use a lot. First off, you can teleport yourself. You can go into flight mode. You can turn your HUD off and on. You also can add, remove money, or set your money to a specific option there. You can stop time if you'd like to. You have a delete objects input, which includes trees, where you just walk up to them and hit delete if you're looking at them, if you have that turned on. You can turn super strength on. You can make yourself jump higher. You can make yourself run faster. If we go in here, you can spawn pallets, logs. You can tip stuff onto the ground. All sorts of different stuff. Bales, you can do all that sort of stuff. Vehicles, if you're in here, you can fill your vehicles to whatever capacity. So let's say you have a tipper, you can fill it to, I don't know, 16,732 liters of whatever product it'll hold in here. And then in here, you can do stuff with your placeables. You can buy fields and stuff like that through this. Yeah, and then you can set your environment or what time of the year it is in here. And then again, it talks a little bit about all of these features in here. If you go down here, I'll talk about everything they'll do. But I do have a video out, so make sure you guys go check that out as well. But the Easy Dev Controls is really good for especially roleplay and stuff like that. It makes it easy to kind of do that stuff in game when you're playing on PC or Mac. So there you guys go. Make sure you guys go check out the Easy Development Tools by GTX. All right, and lastly for number 10, this is one that's by Giant Software, and it is for all platforms, so I'll note that as well. It's 22.62 megabytes to download, but this is the Vicon FastMail. This originally came in the Convertible and Vicon pack in the past, but it came out for FS22 for all platforms as a mod on the Mod Hub by Giants. Now, I tried to not necessarily show off any Giants mods if I could avoid it, just because not anything against Giants, they make really good mods, but I wanted to kind of show off some of the other kind of more player-made stuff and stuff like that. But I couldn't not put this in here. I'm gonna be honest, guys, this is the greatest baler that's ever been made, in my personal opinion. This thing is an all-in-one $110,000, 150 horsepower requiring 17 kilometer per hour baler that also wraps your silage bales on the back as it goes, and it's non-stop. So it's a non-stop round baler as you go. It wraps, does all of that, just kicks them out the back. It does run pretty slow if you have a big grass swath, but honestly, it's still worth using. So make sure you guys check this out. This is my favorite baler, and I install this on every single game save. So there you guys go. But on that note, that is the top 10 mods that I cannot live without if I tried to. So again, all of these are very good mods, very well done, and I highly recommend all of them. So again, regardless of whether or not you're on PC or you're on console, you can use some of the mods in this list here for you. So make sure you guys go check them out. Let me know if you guys use them down below in the comments. And on that note, if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future top 10 mods videos or other videos that I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys so much for coming and for watching.